Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today I'm going to be putting on some makeup for my birthday. Oh my god, I turn 40 today. 40, it's crazy. So, what a weird thing. What a weird thing. I don't know how to feel about it. Because all through like my year of 39, I kept saying, I'm 40, I'm 40. And now that I'm 40, I'm like, I'm 40. It's so weird, so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna put on some makeup, talk about how I feel about it, and just see what happens. It's gonna be a little mixture of stuff I'm really liking, and then I pulled out a couple of old things I just really want to try again, a palette that I haven't used in forever, just kind of feel like doing whatever. So this is the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. I love this. I was not expecting to love this as much as I do, but look how much I've used already. I really, really like this. I tried to use the Wet n Wild one first because I thought, oh, let's try that one because I love the CoverGirl one, and it's just too thick and sticky. It doesn't spread that well. But this one, love, 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 and I feel like it truly makes a difference in the lasting power of your makeup. Really, really like that a lot. Actually, I'll leave it out here. So I'm gonna let that sink in for just a sec. And the palette, actually, you know what? I was gonna do eyes first because I was worried about fallout, but I used this palette yesterday and there was no fallout. So I think I'm gonna do eyes last. I haven't done that in a long time. So I'm gonna use the Persona Identity palette. This is the Identity 1. I'm holding it kind of carefully here because it's broken. And I meant, in the video that I filmed yesterday, I said, right after this video, I'm gonna clean up the palette, I'm gonna smash the shades back in there and make it look brand new. But the palette came smashed, so a lot of the shades are broken in there. At least 4 of them are, but it still works really well. You know, I gotta go for Givenchy. I cannot stop wearing this. It's so perfect in every way. I absolutely love it. I almost went for the CoverGirl blurring skin tint, their new thing with the SPF 30. This actually is pretty good. I've been liking this a lot, and I'm kind of enjoying the toned down glossiness of my skin because it's a wet look. It's a wet look, and then with setting spray, it's just like, it's a wet look, you know? And this is a more matte kind of look. It's soft matte, you know, there's a little bit of radiance there, but it's not wet looking. And I kept looking at myself like, I just look weird with the flat, not flat, but like a more matte skin. I don't know, I'm just not used to seeing that now because I've just been stuck on this for so long, literally since I bought it. And I was swatching highlighters a second ago, and I think I still have some on my finger here. Okay, we'll use the index finger. I'm just gonna dot this around, or spread it around. And I can never get over the scent of this. It smells so good. It does have a fragrance, and it is noticeable, so in case you're sensitive to that, just a heads up. It's there, and it's noticeable, but oh, it smells so good. It doesn't linger too long, at least I don't notice it. I'm gonna blend this in and then I'm gonna go grab my tea. I made some tea and I forgot it in the kitchen. It's just so good. I just freaking love this stuff. I can't I just remember picking it up on a whim. Like I had never heard of it. I don't know if I'd heard of it or not, but I had never tried anything and I thought it just looked good in the moment. And I'm so, so glad I took the chance on that, even though it was very expensive. It has been worth it every single time to me. I've never been disappointed with this. I absolutely adore it. It's so perfect. I love it. Anyway, let me get my tea. Got my tea. I bought this mug a couple of years ago and I've literally never used it until this year because I started making tea at home, and it's just Lipton. No, this one is Lipton. The Lipton black tea with those true lemon, crystallized lemon packets. Oh, they're so good. I just throw one in there and drink it like that. So tasty. Anyway, where was I? Under eye concealer. You know what concealer that I can't put down is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I have here the shade N4. I cannot put this down. I have even favored this over Kulfi, and the Kulfi one has taken a back seat lately, and I've gone through multiples of this concealer. I absolutely love it. I think it's perfect in every way. But you know what? This one is kind of amazing. It's so good. It has good coverage. It lasts all day. It doesn't look heavy. A little goes a long way. I really, really, really like this. I've worn it on my whole entire face, which is what I do a lot of the time with concealer. Let's see, we'll do it right here. And I don't know, just a little, I don't know. We'll just dot it around. What am I doing? I need to rinse off my fingers real quick because I feel like there's highlighter on them. I feel like there's highlighter from those swatches I was doing. I'm just gonna blend this in with my fingers a little bit. And I did put on eye primer, of course, the Morphe one. I saw NYX put out a Wednesday collection and it looks so freaking cute. But I've been feeling like different about buying a whole bunch of makeup lately. It's just one of those things, you know, you go through phases. Sometimes you're like obsessed, I gotta buy everything, and then other times it's like, I don't really need that. I mean, most stuff we don't really need, right? But when I see the new makeup releases, because I still check pretty regularly on Sephora and Ulta just to see what's new, there isn't a lot that's coming out that I feel like I can't live without, where I feel sick, where I'm like, I have to have that, I feel sick. Because I get that feeling a lot for some reason, especially with drugstore products. I would see stuff come into work and I felt like crazy, like I had to have it right now. And I still feel that way about the new stuff I see at work. But I don't know, the new stuff coming out, because I keep thinking like it's the same thing in different packaging from different brands, and that's okay too. I like trying different brands and different formulas and stuff, but I don't know, for some reason it's not appealing to me as much now. I don't know why. It's a phase, who knows, but I'm really enjoying using what I already have. Not to say I'm not buying stuff. I just did a haul video recently. I'm still buying stuff, but I feel like it's a little more toned down. I'm not trying to be overly mindful about my purchases. I'm a very big impulse purchaser, but I just feel like, I don't know, not a lot of stuff's exciting me right now. We'll see come holiday time, because it's already September, which means it's Christmas, which means it's Christmas in retail. So I'm expecting some new stuff to be coming out soon. I'm gonna use some powder, believe it or not. I'm gonna use the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. Lately, not even lately, it was yesterday, I felt like my skin was a little bit too glossy, and I wanted just to tone it down a little bit. And I've actually been using the Hard Candy, that Hard Candy powder, the Sheer Envy loose powder that I had in my project pan, and I've been using that one a lot. But this is actually a good powder. I like it, but I'm just gonna use it right here. I didn't pick out a bronzer. Oh, you know what I wanted to use actually? The Haus Labs. I hadn't used this one in a while. I got stuck using other stuff, and then I was so crazy about the e.l.f. one, the primer infused bronzer, that this one kind of took a back seat. But what I did the other day, because this drawer was full to the top, I had to like shake stuff like this to get it to close. I took every single thing out and put it away, except the brow pencil and the eye primer and my fan. I put every single thing back away in the drawer that it goes in. And then I figured, like, when I do makeup every day, I'll reach for different things and see what I gravitate towards. Instead of just opening the drawer and using what's in here all the time, because I have so much I need to use, I figured I could do that and see what I naturally gravitate towards. And this was in the drawer, and I thought, I kind of forgot about that bronzer, you know? Okay, let's talk about turning 40. It's so weird. So weird. Because do I feel 40? I mean, who knows? What does that feel like? What does 40 feel like? No clue. I think I did a video like this once, ranting and raving about my age when I was like 35 or 36. I was like, what is that? What does it feel like? It feels different for everybody. Is that too much? I think I put on too much. No, I didn't. It's fine. I desperately need to wash my brushes. I got into such a bad habit about not washing them. And then when I start noticing the products going on kind of crappy, I'm thinking, it must be the brush that's just making everything look so weird. I feel like I did put on too much right there. It does look like I put on blush, doesn't it? I wonder if there was something on this brush already, or this bronzer just is looking a little more rosy today for some reason. Let's try to get it a little more in the hairline. I feel like I could see my white scalp. And then I was thinking, do I feel like I've been alive for 40 years? Remember when you were a kid and you felt like your parents were the oldest people in the world? And in a lot of cases, they were like in their 20s, but you thought they were ancient. Like, my parents are the oldest people that I know. And now that I'm that old, I'm like, I'm not even that old. 40 is not old at all. I mean, most ages I don't think are old. Like, even if someone tells me they're in their 70s, I'm like, oh, they went so young. They were so young. Like, I feel like most people are not old, you know? Anyway, I don't feel old. I feel weird. I feel weird. I'll say that much. I pulled out this highlighter from In Studio, this little line from Walmart that they had a while back. Everything was $1. I think everything was $1. And I bought a bunch of the stuff, and the highlighters stood the test of time. What was I gonna say? They stood through declutters. Anyway, I really like this one. I used the heck out of it. I just swatched it now because I wanted to make sure it was what I remember. And I felt like today, because I haven't been putting on highlighter, because I got there. What was I wearing? It's just with the foundation and the blushes I was using, I felt like highlighter was too much because my face was already so glossy. And then I started putting it on again. And I honestly kept forgetting to put it on because my face just looked radiant. But I remember this one being very intense, and I remember getting asked about it all the time at work. People would ask what highlight that is because it's like a little much, but I was putting it all over my face. And that's, you know what, I'm gonna do that today. It's my birthday. I'm gonna put highlighter all over my face if I want to. And every other day if I want to. Oh my gosh, look how shiny. Okay, blush. I couldn't decide what blush. I wanted to wear Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink because I just started wearing that one and I really like it. But with the eyes I'm doing, I think I'm gonna do the eyes first and then the blush and see what, because I'm trying to do something cohesive, you know? So anyway, let's do eyes first and we'll come back to the blush step. So this is the Persona Identity palette. And yeah, it's smashed. So I'm just gonna leave it here on the table and dip into some of the shades. I kind of wanted to do something just like super brown, but then I thought, the shirt I have on, do I even want to wear this brown eyeshadow? No. You know what I'm gonna wear? Yellow. We're wearing yellow eyeshadow. I have ColourPop Super Shock Ultra Metallic in the shade Telepathy. It's dry as a bone, but it still works as like a dry eyeshadow. But no, I want like this color yellow. That's like a green, yellow green, I think. This is what I was looking for, but I think now that I open it, it's not gonna be what I want. Color Paper, ColourPop Paper Tiger. No, I want something brighter. I want something brighter. All right, I found, well, there was a few options in there, but I went for the Urban Decay Electric palette. There's this really good color in here, right there, that I think is very similar to what I'm looking for. And then I pulled out the Melt Radioactive palette, but this yellow is a little more yellow. But I also thought that green might go well paired with the yellow a little bit. I don't know, we'll just see what happens. And I decided to give myself a gift for my birthday. I'm calling it the gift of health, because I do not take care of my health whatsoever, and I don't prioritize my health at all. Let me tell you, the thing I do the most is take vitamins. I'll take any sort of supplement. I love vitamins, but I don't prioritize my health in any other way. I don't work out. I eat a vegan diet, but it's not that balanced, and I want to focus on that. I want to get really strong and I want to build muscles, because I see a lot of people struggling with like mobility and stuff when they get older, and I don't know, I just want to kind of prevent that if I can, and I want to try to build muscle. And muscle is very important. It's very important and it's very good for you. And I remember when I was younger, I I always thought muscles would be muscular, like I guess manly in a way, but now I'm like, no, a really strong woman is a good look. I like it. So I want to look like that. I want to get strong. And I decided to also give up substances for my birthday. Not just for my birthday, but I want to, like, that I think is a big part of your health as well. If you drink alcohol on a regular basis. And I don't know. I have to look more into the gift of health, because I'm like, I'm not good at working out on my own. Like, the most I do is I walk a lot at work, and I fell out of the habit of going for walks in the morning, because I was going for a walk in the morning, and I felt really, really, really good about it, and I kind of fell out of the habit. I just kind of forgot, to be honest. Like, one day I just didn't do it, and then I just forgot I ever had done that before. Isn't that weird how stuff like that happens? So I feel like I need to get a class. Like, I'll have to pay for classes, because I feel like that's the only way that I would work out, is for someone to tell me how to do it and what to do. That's the only way that I feel like I would stay on track, is if someone, not necessarily that I was paying someone, because I've paid for gym memberships before, because I thought if I'm paying it, I'll do it, and I never did. I paid for the whole entire year every single month, and I only went 1 or 2 times. One time that I remember, but I always feel like it was 2 times, and that was that. Never went back. So I know that paying for it is not going to motivate me to go, but I feel like if I did a class, I'd be way more motivated, and I would feel better, because I feel like working out on your own can be intimidating. I'm going to put that same yellow one on the lower lash line. I thought I was going to do green, but I feel like I just want full yellow. Anyway, so I'm giving myself the gift of health. I have all of these cookbooks, all these vegan cookbooks with like really good recipes. And of course I follow a lot of people on YouTube, especially Nisha. I think her name is Nisha from Rainbow Plant Life. The food that she makes is so incredible looking. And I've made a few of her recipes before, and they're all really good. And they're all vegan, and they're super like nourishing and flavorful and balanced. And she has a cookbook out called Big Vegan Flavor. But even if you don't buy the cookbook, she puts so many recipes on her YouTube channel, you don't really need to buy the book. But I do want to start like trying something. It's funny because I was just talking to my grandma about this the other day. She was talking about cooking and how she enjoys cooking for people, and it's not something I like to do. I barely even like to cook for myself, you know. I'm not a big convenience foods person or fast food person. I'm more of a snacker. As long as my stomach isn't growling, I'm fine, you know. And I like to make a big soup all the time and different things like that, or a big salad. But I don't have a very varied diet or balanced, really. I just want to explore flavorful vegan food a little more. And maybe that's something I could do. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Yellow. This is much better than the brown. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I have a little shimmer eyeshadow. Wait, let me look at that yellow one in here. No. I have one of these e.l.f. Finest Fleck glitter eyeshadows in the shade It's Glit, and it's just a little light yellow, tiny little dusting. No, is this the one that I didn't like that much? Let me swatch it. No, it's okay. I'm gonna do just a little bit on the lid. Oh, perfect. That's what I wanted. Just a little bit of shimmer on the lid. So anyway, the gift of health. That's what I'm doing. I was gonna try to give up caffeine too, and I said, no, that's too much. You know how when you do a New Year's resolution and you're like, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna pack lunches, I'm going to give up alcohol, I'm gonna give up caffeine, I'm gonna wake up early, I'm gonna do all of this and this, and you think you have all of these things you wanna do all at once, and then it's too many things and you feel like too restricted. I don't wanna do that. So I made that tea anyway, I already forgot. Anyway, let's do some eyebrows. So I was looking online for like workout classes near me, and of course they're kind of expensive to do like a one-off class, but if you get a pass or a monthly thing, it's a little bit better, but I feel like that is what's gonna be best for me because I'm not good at working out at home. I guess I could. I haven't even tried. But just over the years, I already know I'm gonna fall out of the habit because no one's holding me accountable but me. And I guess even the classes, no one's holding me accountable. I'll just lose out on my money if I don't go. But I don't know. I feel like I would thrive a little more in that kind of environment. I'm using the CoverGirl Nano pencil again because it is a good pencil and I'm going to try to get used to this color. The color is not my preference, but the pencil is good. And I actually did like the way it looked yesterday without powder on top of it. So I'm going to put some gel. I don't like that the caps are two different sizes though, because one only goes on one side and wait, that's the wrong side. And one goes on the other side and it's so annoying because I put the wrong lid every time. Little Anastasia brow gel. Anyway, do I feel like I've been alive for 40 years? No. I don't know. Because then I try to look back sometimes and I'm thinking, what did I even do in this decade of my life? In my 20s, what did I even do? I don't know. In my teens, I feel like I can remember my teenage years a lot more than my 20s and 30s. I don't know why. And I keep meaning to write down stuff every day, and I started doing it most of the year and then I fell off of it and I started doing it again. And then I keep thinking I'm gonna write stuff down every day so I would know what I did every day throughout the year, and I keep falling out of the habit. I think I have to leave it right here on the table because I keep putting it away. I gotta start doing that. Because I also feel like my memory, I've had a bad memory since I was a kid. But I feel like it's almost worse now. I don't know. Okay, do I want some eyeliner or do I want to just leave it like that? Eyeliner, let's do it. I decided. It's my birthday. And you did it at my birthday dinner. Do you guys remember that Tati James Charles video? She was all upset at him for doing something and she said, "You did it at my birthday dinner." And I think about that all the time. I don't say it that often, but I think about it all the time. Okay, the blush now. I kind of forgot because it looks like I did put blush on, but I think I want to do something brownish. You know what I'm gonna go for. Wait, this one looks good. Let's see. This one, the Dollar Tree one that I love so much. Or NYX, the Buttermelt Bronzer in the shade Buttercup. Yeah, this one. It says bronzer, but I think it's too rosy for me to use as a bronzer, and I love it as a blush so much. And these do have a nice little scent, like Sweet Tarts or something. I mean, look how pretty that is as a blush. I love it. I do see, I don't know if it's psychological, but I feel like I suddenly looked like I was 40 like 2 days ago. Because I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, just like making faces at myself, looking at my skin, looking at this, especially looking at my neck, and I'm like, I think I suddenly feel like I look 40. And then this morning when I woke up, I looked in the mirror and I went, oh my God. I fell asleep in my makeup last night. My hair was jacked up and I looked god awful, and I thought, oh my God, I look terrible. But also, what is so bad about looking 40? Like, you look 40, okay, who cares? Who cares how you look about your age? So then I started having a crisis because I was like, who cares about looking 40? Who cares? Also, what does that mean? What does a 40-year-old look like? You know? Can you describe it? No idea, because everybody looks different. But if I was a kid, I would probably say a 40-year-old was like the oldest person I'd ever known, and then they probably dressed frumpy or however, you know, hair a mess, they're a mom probably, I don't know, like I probably had a very different picture of a 40-year-old when I was little, and now I'm like, there's no telling how old people are because it doesn't matter. And I think the only reason it matters is in your relationships, obviously, but like your health wise, you know, because certain things happen at certain ages and certain tests you have to get done and stuff. Like, I think that's when your age matters, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I realize that as I get older, obviously. I'm just gonna fill in these brows a little more with this pencil. I feel like I'm messing them up. No, is that okay? I'm not crazy about the color. I think it goes with my hair better, but it's not my preference. I like them darker. But we're just gonna keep it like that today. The only time that I ever like judged someone on how they looked in comparison to their age was when I worked in the liquor department at Walgreens. And I saw a lot of people there that I went to high school with. And let me do a setting spray real quick. Actually, I want to do this, the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist, just because I love the smell of this so much. Okay, let's put on some mascara. Here it is. I'm gonna do the L'Oreal Panorama on the lower lashes, of course. But I do feel like I don't feel mature, like I look mature. I mean, I think it's the way that I dress, and that's one other thing I wanted to do in my 40s and beyond, is focus on the way that I dress, because I dress like crapola ever since I started working for Walgreens, and we have a uniform, right? It's just the shirt and the whatever pants, and I wear that 8 hours a day, and then on the weekends I just put on something comfortable and easy, and I don't feel like I have style or any sort of style whatsoever, because I don't get to wear. I guess I could on my day off or my time off from work, but I don't, because I'm like, oh well. And then for work, you don't really do, it's just the shirt that you wear, the same Walgreens shirt. But I do want to work on that, because I miss having a style, you know? I want to work on that. But I also don't know what my style is. I feel like I know generally what my style would be, but there's so many clothes that I try on that I feel like make me look mature, like a 40-year-old lady, and I don't want to look like that. I want to look like me. And there are just certain things I see that I'm like, ugh. And again, I see people's IDs at work all the time, and I see how old they are, and they might be younger than me, but they look so much more together, more put together, more mature, like they have their whole life going on, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I was having all kinds of thoughts about being 40 and what that means, and I don't know. I'm not really saying anything in this video. I'm just rambling, I guess. I'm using the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. A rediscovery for me, because I thought I lost it. I just found it yesterday, or the day before, I think. Did I say anything in this video? No, not really. Look what I did. Rambling on about my age. What does that even mean? What does a 40-year-old look like or feel like? I don't know. Well, like I said, when I was younger, I would have a very different idea of what that age was, and now that I am that age, I'm like, holy crap. I was wrong. We were sold a freaking lie. You know what I mean? It's not all downhill from here. It's not. My grandma said life starts at 40. And I'm like, you know what? It's gonna. It's all downhill from here. Imagine telling someone that, even as a joke. That's crazy. Where did that come from anyway? Who knows? Probably some guy. Anyway, let me see. I get this mascara off. Nope, it wasn't dry enough. Okay, I removed a little bit. I'm gonna fix that, and then we will wrap this up, because I've rambled on long enough. I don't know about the eyebrows. They just don't look filled in enough, you know? But I think they're fine. Right? I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to it, I think. Don't hate me, but I'm gonna fill them in with some powder. I have to, I'm sick. Don't yell at me, Grandma. I know my grandma's gonna yell at me. Just lightly, okay? I just have to. They just don't look right. They don't feel right. I feel like I could see too much of my skin, And I like using the powder because it fills in all of that. Like it colors in the skin part, I guess. I don't know, I'm also not used to the color, but that's okay. The eyeshadow came out exactly as I wanted it to. I just wanted like yellow eyeshadow, black mascara. It's exactly what I wanted. What am I doing? Moving with the settings. That is it. I feel like I'm missing something. You know what? I'm missing inner corner highlight. I'm gonna use the Persona palette. There's a really nice white in here. I'm gonna get a little bit of that. It's called Sassy. There we go. This is what I was envisioning. A white. Ooh, I think I did too much. It's fine. I say it's fine all the time. Someone left me a comment recently saying, the more you say it's fine, the more I realize it's not fine. Sometimes I say fine, like, whatever. But this time I'm like, no, it's fine. I put on too much. It's fine. I don't care. Alrighty. Now that is it. Okay, that's perfect. Now the eye is complete. It's exactly what I wanted. Okay, that is it. Thank you for joining me for my birthday video, putting on makeup with you. I love it so much. Let me know what you did for your 40th birthday. Did you do anything? Are you gonna do anything? How do you feel if you're 40 or older? Or if you're young, just whatever age you are. How do you feel about a 40-year-old? What do you think they should have accomplished by then, if anything? Because I don't believe in the timelines of stuff or anything like that either. We're all living our own lives. Who cares? Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.